Monster RX 93.1 presents The Morning Rush. The Morning Rush, the country's favorite morning program on FM radio. Music, laughs, all the hot tea, and the hilarious Top 10. Your hosts, Chico, Hazel, Marky, and Rika. The Morning Rush.
Monster RX 93.1. Let's do this again. Hello, good morning, everybody. And we have the top 10 for you. We're going to wait for Hazel. She's going to be here in a little bit. But today's top 10 is hashtag matapang ka lang kasi. Okay. All right. You guys already know what it is. You know, sometimes matapang ka lang kasi, let's say, you don't have a profile picture or mabagal internet mo. Ganon.
It happens.
We are going to give you some examples. Hashtag matapang ka lang kasi. May sleepover ka with friends after manood ng horror movie. So you're not alone.
Yes. No, that's the best kind of horror movie marathons. With friends or with family. Para after that, you kind of feel safe. So you don't get scared while going to sleep. So you actually get the wink of sleep that you need.
But you know what? Sometimes it's also fun to scare yourself. To watch a horror movie alone. And not just a horror movie, but also like a thriller movie.
Crime. You know?
Crime. Or those movies na yung setting is they're alone. Tas tatakutin mo yung sarili mo na,
I can't.
oh my God. You know that movie Hush?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
That's so scary.
I think I watched that with Hazel.
There are times I could watch movies like that by myself. The problem lang is I don't know. I don't find the thrill in that. I find the thrill more in like acting like I'm super scared. You know,
and
around people. I'm like the duwag one when I'm around people. But then when I watch it alone, I'm just like, oh, okay.
But why do you do that? Wala lang. For fun.
Just for fun.
For fun.
Like, I act like I scare myself so that the movie's scarier. Because if you... Diba, there's some people who are like, oh, when I watch scary movies naman, I don't get scared.
Yeah.
That happens kasi you're not giving yourself the opportunity to get scared. And that's part of the experience, eh.
Diba? And that's better, I think, when you're also dating someone. Right?
Exactly. So you have someone to hug,
like,
someone to like,
God,
oh, I don't want to look, oh, don't.
Okay, another example, hashtag matapang ka lang kasi kamag-anak mo yung principal. Oh no.
Oh. Well, I mean, from sex education, which is quite interesting, the principal and one of the worst students are, you know, father and son.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting to see. Well, I mean, but Chico's a huge fan of sex education. But he didn't get any support in that aspect. Because
they're related.
Yeah, because he's the father. Like,
so
if he
did
something wrong, the father would make him stop. Diba? So,
oh, man. Because I would think, you know, it's the other way around, right?
Well, I guess after multiple strikes, if you keep doing the same shiz over and over again, obviously your dad's not going to be happy.
But if I were the kid, in my head, I would think na parang, you know what? I can probably get away with a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah, I guess probably that's why he was like that for years. And then at a certain point, the dad just couldn't give a shiz anymore.
I feel like it's kind of like in the same vein as, you know, when you live close to work, you're going to be always late.
Yeah.
Because you think that they're just there, you know, they're not going to go away.
Or if you, for example, live near a gym.
Yeah.
Suddenly, like...
You're like...
Yeah, I don't want to go anymore. I can go tomorrow.
You know what? I could probably assure you that, like, let's say I have a pool in our condo. I wouldn't actually go to the pool. But now that I don't have it, I always say that, oh, I really want to swim. I really want to swim.
It's interesting. Like, for years talaga, like, I wouldn't... we have a pool in the house, but I didn't swim. Just very recently, since my brother got home, where he started to really push us to swim again. That's when I started swimming again. But otherwise, like, it's just there for aesthetic.
Exactly. Hazel, we can hear you. I heard you play something. Okay, we're gonna welcome Hazel in the show later. Okay, one last example. Hashtag matapang ka lang kasi you heard from a reliable source na crush ka din ng crush mo. Well, you're lucky. Because most of the time, it's just a one-sided love. So,
yeah.
Tapos pag ganito, I don't know. Because you know what I noticed? If I do like someone, I fold. And then when I know, like, let's say somebody likes me, that's when I become like this open book, like this flower that you can just flower talaga.
Ano, bumamela, ganon. Ganon.
No, that just blooms in front of you because I know that you like me, and it doesn't mean that I don't like you, but just the thought of knowing that you like me, it makes me more comfortable.
But I don't see you folding though when you like someone. Parang diba when you like someone, you're like Attack of the Clones, ganon.
Hindi, ito yung parang, gets mo, yung parang romantic like. There's also another
there's another kind of like. Okay, so this is more like palove na to.
Oo, yung ganon. Or, you know what? Maybe this was the Rika before. We don't know the Rika now. Diba?
The evolution of Rika GGG.
The gumamela that is Rika.
Yes. The bubble.
Okay, so those are the examples. Join today's top 10. Tweet all of your entries at RX931 with the hashtag Matapang Ka Lang Kasi and the hashtag The Morning Rush in all of your tweets.
Tea over coffee? Tea over coffee.
All right, before we give you the top 10, let's do some tea first early in the morning. I know you guys like some piping hot tea. So what do we have today, Marky?
Yes, some piping hot tea today. Christy Carlson Romano, a star of Even Stevens and Voice of Kim Possible for all the youth out there. Young at heart.
They're probably like, what? Kim what?
Well, basically the kids who, were in our generation.
Oh, I love Kim Possible.
Diba? Kim Possible.
Like, I always wondered how she has like that, like big hair. Like, how do I get that hair? I want to have that hair like for Halloween.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Anyway, you would expect that she would be making bank, right? From all the Disney shows that she was booking at a younger age. But she says she lost millions of her Disney earnings because of just really, really bad spending habits.
Yeah.
She basically stated on her YouTube channel, "This is how I blew all my Disney money. I started making money with Disney when I was 16. My biggest thing about child actors, you aren't told that the work is going to slow down. In fact, I was told the opposite, specifically by my mom. Some of my team, even my money manager at the time, oh, don't worry, the residuals come. You're going to keep making money." It's interesting. It bred a sort of contempt in me. And basically, she lost a lot of money spending on psychics. On random, she said psychics, luxury items. She said Benz and Ralph Lauren. She just spent everything because she thought that she'd keep making money. And in the end, she just went dirt broke. So, if Hazel, if you're listening.
What do you mean?
Hazel, if you're listening, learn your lesson more.
No, but you know what? Actually, I have been seeing a lot of like child actors or former child actors from Disney who have been guesting on different podcasts.
Yeah.
And I see some clips on TikTok, and that's basically what they're saying, that they thought that, they got a gig in, like, let's say Disney, and they thought, after this, I'm going to get casted in, the next show and the next show and the movie, and I'm going to get, a lot of money. But apparently, it doesn't work that way. And you know what? Somebody also revealed that there is some sort of Disney 101 when you do get hired by Disney. Like what you can and cannot do as a Disney star. Like, it's an actual program.
You have to be an American sweetheart, right?
I don't know what it entails to be.
She said, I was America's sweetheart until they exploited me and blah, blah, blah.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Okay.
But she's making money now on YouTube.
Right.
She said she's doing quite well because she's getting sponsors and she's making her own content, which is great that YouTube is accessible to so many people nowadays.
That's true. And, she has some sort of clout and she has a story. She has a really solid backstory that people, I feel like, would attract people to her channel.
At least she's open about everything that happened to her when she was younger, and she's sharing the details of how you can save money even as a kid. She didn't actually invest in a house. She didn't invest in anything when she was younger.
But
so.
I mean, when you're young, you don't really think about these things.
Exactly.
You're supposed to have like an adult. But you're supposed to have an adult to tell you that, right? Okay, but here's the thing. Here's my question for you. When you held money for the first time, like let's say it's quote unquote yours, what was like the stupidest thing that you bought as a kid?
Hindi ko alam kung ano.
I remember.
Ano?
As in like, so my parents gave me like, I think 100 pesos and this is yours ha, parang you decide whether you want to keep it or you want to spend it, I guess to like teach me a lesson. I blew it off on, you know those dinosaurs that when you submerge in water, it gets really big?
Yes, I know that. Hey, I would have probably invested in that too.
It's not an investment.
Well, it's something. It's an investment in my happiness.
That's true. As in, like, alam mo yung naisip ko, oh man, sana bumili lang ako ng food or something. But no, I blew it off on like 5 of those.
I think I got one of those things. You know those creatures that you put into like aquariums?
Yeah.
Like you buy them in toy stores and then
what happens?
It grows into an actual creature. What do you call those?
What do you mean? Like it starts out as an egg? You know?
Something like that.
Okay.
But basta it's like a small thing and then it turns into like a mer creature that moves around.
Right.
I don't know what it was called. Basta.
But
I wanted one.
Ano to, when you were a kid? Or
When
last
I was
week
a
lang
kid.
to? Or last week lang
You
to?
know
Feeling
what?
ka.
I wouldn't put it past me if
Right?
it was still available. I'd be like, whoa, it's back.
Oh my
But yeah,
God.
I think that was one of the things I invested in. And then I tried to put it in the water. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Hindi naman nag-work.
Hindi naman, no? Ibang egg na lang yung paglaruan mo in the
That's
future.
exactly what it is. You know
That's
what?
exactly
I
what
chose
happened.
the wrong egg. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, that was our hashtag tea over coffee. If you want to sound off, send the hashtag with your response to RX931 on Twitter.
Tea over coffee. Tea over coffee.
The Morning Rush Top 10. TMR Top 10.
Monster RX 93.1. It's time for the top 10. Bakit ako nag-slur? Good morning. Hello, Team Bye.
Hello, good morning.
Hello. Okay, so it's time for the top 10.
You can hear me?
I know. We can hear you. Finally, after 1 hour.
I've been talking to myself for an hour. But yes, good morning, monsters. And it's time for the first batch of the top 10 for today. This was actually suggested back in 2014 by a guy named Jacob Ke. So our hashtag for today is hashtag matapang ka lang kasi. And you guys gave the examples earlier. So let's get to the first batch. Starting off with Archer Aguilar, who says, hashtag matapang ka lang kasi may pera ka at walang ibang umaasa sa'yo.
Yeah.
More than the first half of that entry, the second half, I think, is even more of a factor, yung walang umaasa sa'yo. Diba? Kasi parang if you know that people are depending on you to be able to survive, then I think you would be more careful with the decisions you make, with the things you do, the risks you take, the money that you have. Exactly.
There's that,
diba?
There's that fear factor that obviously when, let's say, you can't just stop. You can't just stop working and take a break because, you know, of the people, you know, depending on you. What are they going to
And especially kung yung umaasa sa'yo are your kids.
Yeah.
Kasi if yung umaasa sa'yo ibang adults, at some point, siguro you can cut the cord and you can just say, sorry, diba? I mean, tama na yung pag-asa nyo lang sa'kin because we all gotta start doing something. We all have to start providing for ourselves. Pero what if yun nga, you're a parent and your kids are depending on you? It's not like they can do anything to support themselves. You really have to do everything. So,
If you were put in a situation like that where you had to support other people and you were making, you know, a decent amount of money just to make ends meet for yourself, but then you had to continue to support people, but they weren't there for you. Kunwari, they're just there for the money.
Oh.
Like, okay, so you have family members. I'm not talking about your family members, but if you had family members who are just there to take your money. And they wouldn't do the same for you. Yung tipong they don't take care of you, they have their own lives, but they just go to you for money. What would you do? Would you cut yourself off, or would you continue?
Bye.
Especially because, like Hazel said, if they're adults and you know that they're actually capable of doing something to better their lives, you know, instead of just depending on you, then I think it's easier to cut the cord. Pero alam mo yung parang, I think it's parang mas mahirap siya, like let's say they're your parents. Na kunwari, can't work anymore.
Mas mahirap siya if they're your parents or they're your children.
Yes.
Tapos ikaw yung parent. Tapos
pero siblings.
you're dealing with grown kids.
Kunwari, siblings. Or cousins.
I would have like a good long talk with them na parang, girl, get your life together. And then, or I would actually help them to find a way. Diba?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, because I feel like in situations like that, you can only help so much. Like, you can try to help, but if it keeps happening over and over again, there's a pattern there that someone has to break. So most of the time, the person that's providing has to be the one to break the pattern so that they can start to fend for themselves. Kasi as long as you allow them to leech off of you, why would they move, diba? Why would they do anything? They're comfortable.
They're already getting it for free.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because I have a few friends who were talking to me about that kasi, and they were expressing to me that, once my lola goes.
What do you mean? Wait,
kasi yung lola niya lang love niya. So once my lola
goes where? Oh my gosh.
Home.
No way. Okay, home.
Once that happens, then aalis na siya sa family kasi siya nagsusupport.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Get out of there. Kawawa ka naman. Dami mong ipon, tapos biglang tatawag lang yung family members mo na hindi mo naman super close.
Right.
To ask for money.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how that must feel. From the super malas guy, #matapang ka lang kasi, iba ang gamit mong screen name online. And related to that, from Christopher Salvador, matapang ka lang kasi you're sitting in front of your computer as a keyboard warrior but cannot handle confrontations face to face, which is why a lot of the times when you actually respond to these, trolls, these bullies online, they tend to just disappear.
Yeah. Like there is no point. There's no winner.
Yeah, because
nobody wins in this situation.
They think that no one's gonna respond to them.
Yeah.
Right?
Or
Yeah. Oh, what?
Go.
No, I mean, or once they get a response from you, they're like, okay, on to the next one.
Yeah. They're probably just looking for a reaction.
They like that feeling of being noticed.
Speaking of being noticed and online bullying, can we talk about that viral TikTok that I keep seeing on my FYP? The girl that, the music is Let's Groove by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Okay. And then there's that girl that dances. Tapos yung text, my biggest flex is that none of my exes cheated on me kasi inunahan ko sila. Have you seen that?
Wow.
Hey, that's not cool.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Okay.
It's all over my, like
I have not seen it. You're in a different
I haven't seen it.
part
I
of
haven't
TikTok.
seen it yesterday, pero like for the past few days, like it's all over my FYP.
Oh, really?
Tapos, ang daming stitch kasi ng video niya and people were bashing her for that. Because obviously cheating is not good, right? But neither is bullying. And people were bullying this girl for her looks and yung mga reaction, yung parang ganda mo or whatever, mga ganon. Kasi nga parang, I get it that people were triggered. I'm sure especially people that got cheated on, diba? Syempre, hindi naman okay talaga yun. But still, parang that doesn't give you the right to bully this girl
Of
either
course.
for the way she looks. And actually, hindi na nga lang for the way she looks. At some point, people started talking about her sexuality. Whether,
that's not cool.
I don't know. I'm not sure if she's trans or basta people just start, kung ano-ano na, parang nag-ano na siya.
Nawala na yung issue at hand.
Nawala na yung issue, or parang people just then started to use the content or the original post as an excuse to be a bully, to be honest. And it felt like people were just enjoying every minute
That is not
That's not
cool
cool.
because I mean, like this thing that she mentioned, that she just brought up the fact that okay, fine, she cheated. It's not like it's something new. It happens everywhere, and like you said, it is a bad thing. Obviously, not something to commend, but it's not like siya lang yung gumawa nun so that she deserves what she got.
You cannot correct another, you cannot correct a wrong by another wrong,
Yes,
diba?
you
Na
can.
parang,
You can.
tapos people were saying, we're just trying to educate her or whatever. Kung ano-ano excuses na. Kasi nga, some creators also called out people for bullying because there were some major TikTokers na maraming followers who were really jumping on the trend na ino-okray nila yung original poster. So then some creators said na parang, bullying is never okay, especially if you have a lot of followers, because then all your followers feel like they have a right to attack the same person for the post. So wala lang, it was just a thing that I kept seeing on my TikTok, and I also felt uncomfortable both seeing the original post and seeing the people na nang-okray dun sa original post.
Yeah.
I just felt gross watching the TikToks.
Honestly, when it comes to like viral videos like this, like kung naisip na parang bakit tayo nawawala dun sa like the actual issue, and we focus on the human beings, we focus on the people instead of talking about the issue. Diba?
Yeah, he's even popular, certain individuals that we don't agree with when it comes to their views, like in politics or in other mostly politics, right? I still don't like it when I see people attack them for their looks or for the way they speak. Yung parang, it becomes a personal attack na parang, why aren't you discussing the issues or what you don't agree with instead of attacking them for who they are.
Exactly.
I just don't think that's ever okay.
So the question is, to what extent is cancel culture good? And to what extent should you maybe think about doing, not bullying? Diba?
I think kasi when you say cancel culture, it already has like a negative connotation. So
it's a campaign.
But it's
right?
that's basically it. One person says one bad thing about the video, and then multiple people will just keep going.
No, yeah.
I think you can just, if you feel the need to quote unquote cancel someone for their behavior or what they posted, then just unfollow them or even block them. Right?
Take away their
you never
power.
have to see them again. But you don't have to start a campaign like for everybody to bully the person, diba?
Yeah.
Short of course, kunyari may kinumit na crime or something horrible like that na, alam mo yon, tapos kailangan ng hustisya. Pero kung yung mga ganong level of stuff na, like it's a TikTok, come on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just I cannot. But yeah, anyway, I'm sure a lot of people who are on TikTok saw that also because it really was all over TikTok last week. Anyway, another entry from Archer Aguilar. #matapang ka lang kasi alam mong hindi ka niya matitiis kahit magtampo-tampot pa bebe ka dyan.
I never had that, I don't know, side of me. Yung parang magtatampo-tampo ako so that, I don't know. Because I never think that, that's my partner's weakness. So wala akong, I never had that side no. Ayoko no. Just like doing it is so unnatural to me.
I've been doing it since I was a child.
Well, you are the master, Hazel.
Move. No, but I have to say it works until it doesn't.
Okay.
It works until it doesn't. Especially with significant others. Kasi, syempre, well, when the relationship is new, when they're super in love with you, they're like, yeah, it works. Pag nagpapabebe ka or pag nagtatampo-tampo ka, they're gonna try to win you back, diba? But then if you keep doing it again and again, tapos alam naman nung partner mo na you're only doing it pero you don't really mean it, you don't really wanna break up with them naman, wala. Pag nalabasa ka na nila, then it stops working.
It gets old real quick, I tell you.
Okay. You know what? I also don't like this one way of speaking to your partner. And I know that it works for some people, but for me, I don't think it'll work because over the weekend, I heard a couple talk like this. Yung parang, oh, are you happy? You like it? Really? Yung ganon. Yung parang, if like a partner talk to me like that, I'm like, okay ka lang. No, because I get it. I think I'm sure it's cute for them. Pero kasi may factor na parang pet. Alam mo yun? Yung parang, you
I'm
like
so curious.
it? Are you okay? Oh, wow.
I have a follow-up question to that.
Okay, go.
So what was the cutest thing you used to say to each other?
Oh my gosh. I honestly don't even remember.
Kung hindi kayo pa-bebe, tapos ayaw mo din nung, are you happy? Ayaw mo din nung overly cheesy pang movie, TV series line na ganon. Parang, tara, kain na tayo. Parang ganun, feeling ko ganun yun.
No, I think Rika,
kain na tayo.
I think Rika would just like someone who would make.
I would do something. I would do something.
What?
You know, like I would cook for them or kasi nga 'di ba yun yung love language ko,
Yeah.
acts of service.
So wala talaga when it comes to words.
No.
Walang art.
Hindi naman. I actually just discovered this year that I feel like that I can use that as because I have that skill, I can use that to my advantage.
Yeah.
You know,
But
words
how
of
about-
affirmation.
But how about their love language to you? What do you like?
Acts of service din, pero parang kapantay nga yung gifts.
Okay. But I can also see Rika just liking someone who just makes her laugh.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like someone who just makes weird jokes.
I like yun nga, adventurous, you know.
Yeah,
not
who'd go
boring.
for a run with you, go for a bike ride.
Yeah.
Alam nyo na, guys, how to get into Rika's
Pa-bike
heart.
wash naman. Just kidding.
Wow. So specific. Okay. Noted. From Jan to Awesome, #matapang ka lang kasi wala dito yung misis mo. Naiisip ko yung stag party.
Yeah.
Tapos, you know how when the boys get together, tapos puro sila may partner na or married na, but feeling nila that night, they can do whatever they want because wala naman yung mga asawa nila. Yeah, sila lang.
Yeah.
And they probably will cover for each other. So,
You know,
I don't know.
I mean, I know that it happens. It's just that I don't like seeing it. I don't like seeing yung parang may 180 and then you see them become a different person. Like, tapos,
When
ang
they're
weird
not
pa doon.
around.
Yes,
Their
when like
spouse.
their spouses are not around. And what's weird about that, if like, let's say, their spouse is your friend. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Diba? Tapos like, let's
Yeah.
say, they mention you know what, I like this better. I like this version of me better. And I'm like, what? Without your spouse? That's so weird to hear.
Actually, especially when they try to hit on you. Because I have a friend who told me about an experience na she's really good friends with this other girl.
Yeah.
They would hang out all the time with the boyfriend, you know, them as a couple, and then siya yung friend, or sometimes she's also with, I don't know, with her date or whatever. Anyway, one time that she found herself alone with the guy, the boyfriend of her friend, kasi I'm not sure kung hinatid siya, pinahatid pa nga ata siya ng friend or something like that. So they were left alone. The minute that they were alone, this a-hole starts, you know, telling her basically that he's into her.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And like starts flirting with her, and you know, my friend shut it down real fast, but alam mo yung parang wow. And then she told her friend what happened, and actually their friendship kind of did not survive, at least for a little bit after that. Because I don't know, maybe the friend took the boyfriend's side. No, even though they had a moment na nagharap-harap sila, like
What? Oh my God.
Yeah.
That must have been so awkward.
Yeah, because my friend wanted the guy to tell his girlfriend, tell her what you did.
Yeah.
Tell her what you told me. Ganon. Like,
Ang tapang. Like, I would not want to be in that situation.
Because she was very protective of her friend.
Of the
And
friend,
she wanted her friend to know the kind of guy that she was dating. But at the time, I guess the friend couldn't see it that way and just wanted to stay, to keep the relationship.
Yeah.
So, yung friend ko pa yung parang nawala sa... Nawala ng friend. Parang ganun.
No.
So,
Na-banish.
I think anyway, eventually they broke up. And
Vanished.
so, yeah. But anyway, that happens. See? Minsan ang hirap din yung ikaw pa yung naputukan. Alam mo yun, wala ka namang kasalanan. Like, hindi mo naman, you didn't ask for that person to flirt with you. And, diba? Tapos ikaw pa yung mapapasama.
Oo. Dapat kasi you don't ask for it. Just wait for it to happen.
It'll happen. You gotta put in the work.
Yeah.
Oh, God. From Camilo, #matapang kasi. Matapang ka lang kasi. Hanggang add to cart ka lang.
Oh, yeah.
Wanted you to check out eh. Did I tell you about my dream?
What?
A few weeks ago. I woke up so relieved that it was a dream. Kasi in my dream, I bought 2 pairs of shoes. And together, they cost like 120K or more. Parang mga 60K.
Okay.
Each pair. So, it was like obviously a luxury brand. Tapos, parang in my dream, I wasn't really planning to buy them. I was just, wala lang. I don't even know what happened. Or in my dream, I was thinking, I'm just going to, kunyari, buy them, but then I'm just gonna return them or whatever. Something like that.
Okay.
Tapos in my dream, what happened was, na-damage siya while it was in my possession.
Oh my God.
No.
So you can't bring it back.
So hindi ko na siya ma-return. Tapos, alam mo yung in my head, oh my God, did I just spend 120K plus on shoes at this time? Alam mo yung, the panic in my head, I swear. Tapos, when I woke up, alam mo yung parang feeling ko, naaamoy ko pa yung amoy ng leather.
It was that real.
It feels so real. Feeling ko pinagpawisan ako pagkagising ko because I was so worried that actually happened. And I was already thinking, I need to sell these shoes, like these pairs, because I really don't want to keep them. I'd rather
Oh my
have
gosh,
the money.
but okay, so this is just like the popular interpretation of this kind of dream. According to like multiple websites, dreams of buying shoes are a good sign and predict changes that will be fortunate for you in the future.
Hey. I guess
Sounds like that.
Look at that.
it's a good omen. It's a good omen.
Oh my God. But I swear, I was so nervous in my dream. Tapos alam mo ang weird kasi TBH, I've never returned anything in my life, I think. Alam mo yung parang,
I want it.
Sometimes
I
nga.
got it.
Hindi, kasi sometimes kahit defective, di ba parang ang hassle kasi
Yes.
ng return process here in the Philippines. Because I know in the States, it's a lot easier and it's more common for people to buy something and then return them if they don't like the fit or basta any reason really. It's so easy to return. Pero dito, parang for some reason, mas mahirap yung return process, diba? So I've never actually tried returning anything. So, ewan ko lang din bakit ganun yung dream ko na may option of, and especially something that costs that much.
Yeah.
Diba? Normal, you wouldn't think na, I'm just gonna buy it for fun and I'm gonna return it. What the hell was I thinking? That's crazy.
OMG.
But yeah.
But apparently it's
I
a good
know.
sign. Hazel, attract that energy.
Okay, I hope that's true. I mean, I better get rewarded for that
Dream
dream because I
analysis.
swear, na-stress ako sa dream na yon.
I envy you guys that you guys
Why?
get dreams. I don't dream
don't?
anymore these days. Because I get so tired from my brother's workouts. Because we do like 6 to 8K sometimes per day. That when I get home, well, that's na. I pass out.
There would be bouts talaga within the year that I would not remember my dream.
Maybe you just don't remember it, no? Because you're just so tired.
Yeah.
But like,
Maybe.
but I've never, I haven't dreamt in a long time.
Yung last ko na dream was, I never told you about this, but yung my most recent dream was, I looked down, I was riding my bike and I looked down, my front bike tire was just burst. As in like, sira.
While you were biking?
No, I stopped.
You
and
stopped,
then I
okay.
looked down and that's what I saw and then I woke up. It felt like a 5-minute sleep, but it was like a full 7 hours.
Oh, wow.
It was so weird, yeah.
Oh.
I actually don't know what it means. Pero
You felt
ano
tired, nagising,
Pagka-
parang not well rested.
No, not really. I actually had energy to do a lot of stuff. It's just that my mind was preoccupied with what does it mean?
You were flat tired.
Probably.
Yes, you were.
Yes.
Pero di ba ganun ka, Rika, you like adding stuff to cart and just letting them pile up?
I have, 70 plus 50. Wait lang.
What? Are you serious?
I have 70
Nalakyan,
plus 50.
Nasa cart mo?
Yeah, 130 items in my cart. That's not even, you know what? I remember seeing a thread about, like the number of items in your cart right now. And I saw someone with like 400. As in, yeah. I don't know how, but for me, it's 130 items in my cart. I'm not even sorry. Yeah.
I haven't actually checked my cart in a while, so... Parang
You
I'm
don't
scared.
even use the wish list feature? You just
I
add them to
have.
cart, huh?
No, yung wish list ko would be... Asan yun? Yung wish list. Ito, 112 plus... Please don't judge me. Wait lang. Oh, 112 and 148. So, mga 260 something. 260.
Oh, wow. Ang dami,
Yeah, because I like window shopping, right, in real life. And since I can't do that, I do it online by just liking stuff or putting it in my cart and never checking out.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
You know what? One day, you'll check out all
Everything?
those items.
All right.
It's gonna happen.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine when that day comes?
Oh, gosh.
Just checking out every single thing.
Well,
But my question is, how much yung total if you,
natin.
kunyari, i-check mo sila lahat.
Oh my
kunyari,
gosh.
i-check out mo.
please,
Just don't
Sige.
click check out, but like how much is the total?
let's figure it out. Sige, I'm gonna do that later. Okay.
Sige,
And then
because I want to know.
calculate it. Parang I wanna
super
know this.
curious. All right. And the top, hashtag matapang ka lang kasi comes from the average Pinoy Coco Hernandez.
He says,
Hashtag matapang ka lang kasi hindi mo na mahal. Kaya kahit mawala, baliwala. It's sad. It's sad. It's like you don't even think twice about, for example, cheating on your partner.
Yeah.
Kasi parang technically, parang naghihintay ka na nga lang na mahuli ka eh. Diba? Kasi you don't love your partner anymore.
And you want to get caught. There's part of you that's like, oh, I wish I got caught already so I can just move on and find someone else.
Oh, no!
It happens. It's called apathy.
Especially for cowards who don't want to be the one to break up with their partner. Parang, I'd rather na ako yung i-break niya. So, you know what? Even if di ko na siya love, wala akong pake. Pero, kailangan siya yung makapag-break. Diba? May mga ganun.
Or not even yet. Or not even that. You just want to get back at them for stuff that they do or that they did to you. So you want to do the same things that they do. But in essence, you don't really care anymore anyway. Because
that just really sucks.
Because you get hurt so much from what they did to you in the past that you know you just want to keep hurting them. It happens.
Yeah, I think if you know in your heart that you no longer love the person you're with,
set them free.
Or you're no longer in love, then don't be afraid to just talk to them and be honest. And,
I wonder
so you
though,
can both move on.
Yeah, I wonder though what would be your reaction. Like let's say ikaw naman, you're on the other side of the fence. Ikaw yung parang medyo nagiging masama in this relationship, but they're being really nice to you. How would you react?
So hindi ko na mahal.
Oo, hindi mo na mahal. So you're trying all these things to just make them, I don't know, go away. Pero sila, they're just being nice to you.
I'm just gonna break up with them. I'm just gonna tell them. Kasi the more that they're nice to me, pag hindi ko sila, kunyari I want out of the relationship, the more that they're being nice to me, the more that I become an a-hole. Because it's my way of letting them know that
I don't
want this relationship anymore. Yeah, it's minsan it's not even something I'm doing consciously. It just happens. I just turn into this monster and I start doing evil stuff,
and
you know, that I shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, and sometimes kasi when they're really being nice to you, yung parang you wanna test out kung ano pa yung pwede mong gawin.
Oh no.
Right?
Minsan feeling ko guilt din, na nagigilty ka that you can't reciprocate it because you don't feel the same way.
Yeah.
So, parang yung guilt mo minsan ang nagiging resulta. Yun nga, you become mean. You become meaner and meaner.
This is what is called
pattern.
abandonment issues. Because once we get listen, when we feel like we're about to get abandoned and we're about to get hurt, we continuously push other people away because we're scared that they're gonna do it to us first. Abandonment issues 101, peeps. I tell you, like, if you don't understand why you're not keeping a relationship or why everyone keeps leaving you, sometimes you gotta look inwardly and basically look at the fact that maybe you have abandonment issues.
Right.
Look it up.
Maybe. Yeah. So there you go. That's the top 10 for today. If you've got entries, go ahead and tweet us at RX931. Use the hashtag The Morning Rush and hashtag Matapang ka lang kasi in all your tweets.
The Morning Rush Top 10. TMR Top 10.
Monster RX 93.1. It's time for another batch of the top 10. Hello, team. Bye.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
All right. Let's get to it. We've got the top 10. Hashtag Matapang ka lang kasi. Again, our topic was actually suggested many years ago by Jacob Kia. So thank you for suggesting that. So here we go. Starting off with a couple of entries from the Talking Lens. Hashtag Matapang ka lang kasi. May manananggal sa bintana. Pero yung other half. So, nagsipaan lang kayo.
Oh no.
Bottom half yung nasa labas.
Why? I would actually be more scared if it was the lower half.
What?
Really? Because, I mean, you know, I don't know.
It's just the lower half.
I wouldn't.
It's not as
Because
bad.
I've seen in movies what you're supposed to do. You're just supposed to put salt and then yun na yun. That's how you defeat them. Kasi when you put salt in sa lower half ng body,
they can't go back.
They can't go back. So, hanggang abutan na sila ng daylight, then they'll burn or something.
Okay. So that's better pala. Okay.
It's interesting. I just watched a movie a couple of days ago about, like, it's a horror movie. Basta there's this one girl who was possessed. And I saw there was salt on the floor and she was trying to exit the house, but she couldn't. And this is the first time I actually saw a demon or a vampire, whatever, try to exit a place where there's salt around them. Apparently, it's parang a blockage. It's like a clear...
Is this not Conjuring?
No, it's not Conjuring. It's yung bagos sa
Sa Netflix?
Yeah. It's about it's like based in Mexico or something. Old vows, old ways.
Old ways.
Basta she was trying to get out and it was like a plastic film around her. So she was trying to push her way out, but she couldn't even touch the salt. So apparently that's how it works. It really gets you stuck in a bubble where you're located if you have salt around you. Diba?
In a lot of films and shows, salt talaga is really the
Kasi I thought they would
key.
Initially I thought that whenever that happens and they try to enter, they'll like disintegrate or something. Pero the thing is they can't actually get through
cross.
it. They can't cross. So they won't actually die, but they will be stuck where they are.
But then who knows, right? That's depende na lang sa interpretation of the person who created the show or the movie.
That's
but
true.
This is also why whenever people move into a new place, diba? Number one na dadalhin mo, salt.
And then
before
rice,
you even
tama
move
ba?
your stuff in the, I think salt, rice.
Tama ba?
Mas salt Mas importante yung salt and I think rice. I'm not sure. Siguro sugar.
Tatlo.
For convenience.
Kasi, I never did that when I moved to a new place. Because
really?
in my head, I never really grew up with that kind of thinking. But also in my head, I felt like I was safe because I already had that when I moved in. It's just, it wasn't a whole ritual. Pero may asin, bigas, and asukal ako when I moved in. So, I'm like, I guess I'm good.
It was like part of the whole move-in process. Like you already had everything along with your... Because my mom did it for me here in the condo before I moved in. Like when I showed them the place, before I moved in, like when we visited the place just to check out the measurements and stuff like that, she already brought that stuff. So, nauna yon before I actually moved in. And
look at Tita Baby protecting you.
Yeah. What you did
There
here.
is that thing. And it's a
I thought it was like yung parang i-bless mo muna yung bahay or is that like once you move in?
No, usually that's after you move in na. Once you've moved in, that's
so put
when
salt first. Okay, now I know.
Yes.
That's
Salt
why
and
my
bigas.
house is infested.
It's not too late. Maybe you can just start sprinkling salt everywhere.
Everywhere, no?
Diba? Pero para hindi obvious na you're attacking them, alam mo yung, ay, natapon yung asin.
Ay, ne.
Kasi baka mamaya magalit sila sa'yo. They might attack you back.
And it's really scary kasi there was... I have crystals kasi that help protect me. Nawala yung isa.
Hala.
I don't know where it went. It just disappeared. The clear one. The one that, so like, I've been looking all over the house. So now I'm just lighting incense.
That's really scary.
Is that the one that you
The ones
got?
we bought, yeah.
When we were all together,
Yeah, we went to this nice, like, herbalist.
Herbalist.
It was randomly there kasi so I want to check it out. And they have different kinds of incense. It's near Ateneo lang.
Yeah, yes.
Sa harap lang ng
In
Ateneo.
Katipunan.
And there's like, they sell plants and they also sell all sorts of incense that you can use to get them spirits away and bring wealth into the house.
You know what I really want to buy? Sage. Kasi diba you're supposed to sage a place, like to cleanse it.
Yeah. Diba I got something like that. I forgot what it was called, but I have it at home.
Yeah.
And then you light it and it emits this really, really kind of
I like
herbal
the smell. I like the smell of sage, burning sage.
Parang it's therapeutic.
Oo.
Parang medyo may spa vibe
Kasi
siya for some reason.
mahilig ako sa like parang dark notes. Alam mo yun? I like the smell that it smells dark. Gets mo?
Yeah.
I mean, I think whatever you feel can protect you, even if it's like I don't know, kahit parang placebo effect lang naman. Oo. If you feel more comfortable having those around, then, diba, better to just have them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Ako nga may medallion pa ako. As apart from the salt and the rice that my mom brought in, my bestie gave me a blessed Saint Benedict medallion. I think it's for warding off spirits and stuff like that. So, I also have it here in the condo. I keep it with me.
Paano yun? Nandyan si Tony Colette lagi.
Wala
hindi nag-work.
Hindi lumalapit.
Actually, hindi. Kaya, to be fair, maybe I think that's why I have never felt any weird energy in my condo. Like, kidding aside, I have never felt... Because I'm usually a very jumpy person. I'm scared of all that stuff. But I've never felt anything weird around here, even if I'm by myself all the time. So, thank God. Thank God. I think they work. So,
maybe I should find something like that. Where do I get that?
You know what? Actually, hindi ko alam kung nakwento ko na sa inyo to, but I always, at the peripheral vision, whenever I enter our floor, there's like a door kasi when you enter our floor, and then right beside the door, there's a staircase. And whenever I open the door, alam mo yung peripheral vision, I see someone sitting there.
Hala,
and
third eyes open.
And it's a kid. But I never, I never see the face. It never moved. It's just, it's there. So I just don't mind, honestly. Lagi lang ako napapatingin. Yung parang, ay, may tao. Ay, wala pala.
But you claim, diba, to have seen something in the station?
Yeah, kasi, it's more like...
Multiple times?
Multiple times, yes. But it's never full on. It's always just like a shape or a shadow. Yung ganon.
Laging peripheral vision, ganon.
So, I don't know if it's like...
Huwag ka na mag-alala, Rika. Ano ba? Ikaw naman. Ngayong alam na nila, di pagdilat mo pagising mo bukas, face to face.
Ayoko!
Pagdilat mo, matadiyan ka.
OMG, parang I wanna see that. The ghost versus the serial killer.
No! Oh my God.
I cannot.
Can you imagine? Yung parang face-to-face talaga, tapos nakalaog.
OMG. But actually here in where I am in the booth, I keep seeing him on the right. Like,
baka si Kuya Albert lang yan.
On your right. On your right.
On my right.
How about on my side? No, you know what? I don't want to know.
No, there's... that side is very clear, to be honest. It's just this
Wait,
side.
parang tumayo yung balahibo ko because my legs are under the table and I don't see what's under the table.
Well, I don't see it either, so good luck.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's we're a bunch of cooks in the point. Scared of these.
Scared pero
ghosts.
nakakakita.
Yeah. Hala.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also from the talking lens, matapang ka lang kasi may vampira pero bungal. So it's like naman.
So wala
Can't
namang
hurt you.
mangyayari.
What are they gonna do? Like inject you and draw your blood, ganon?
But alam mo, speaking of bungal, I follow this dog on TikTok na wala siyang teeth, pero ang tapang niya. I don't know if you guys know this dog. Let me check the username. Pero kasi ang freaky na, alam mo yung attack mode siya, pero wala siyang ngipin, so okay lang din. So hindi naman niya na-hurt yung owner niya. But at the same time, alam mo yung napapaisip din ako, hindi ba wala bang any feeling yon kapag ka, alam mo, inataka ng dog, tapos wala naman siya talagang ngipin.
Feeling ko, masakit pa din. Kasi di ba whenever you take your teeth out, parang meron pa ding nakatusok
There's
na
bone.
bone. Yeah. So maybe, and especially if kagat yun,
But
there's force.
at least they're gonna be gum in between.
Also, can't it still, parang isn't it still susceptible for, rabies?
Maybe, yeah, I guess.
Kasi diba it's in the saliva or something? In the gums.
But like, there needs to be a lesion on your body for it to be transferred.
Yeah, for it to penetrate.
And if it doesn't penetrate, then I don't think there really is much of an effect. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'll send it to you guys if I see it. That dog on TikTok na attack mode siya lagi for some reason. Because I think that dog was abused in the past. So, kaya siya, may history siya of that. That's why super jumpy siya.
Diba, compensation din. Because they don't have teeth anymore. So,
maybe.
Yeah. To overcompensate for that, I guess they start to attack more. And they try to show that they're hard to fight.
Probably. And it's a tiny dog. So, gets ko naman.
Yeah.
From Hayden, hashtag matapang ka lang kasi mayaman ang pamilya mo. Kaya nilang bayaran lahat ng kasalanan mo. Have you guys ever witnessed something like this? And if you have, like, what's the worst? Yung nakita mo na talagang because they're rich, they got away with something.
I don't know. Actually, parang feeling ko wala pa naman akong like first-hand experience, like a person I know. But I mean, I've seen it multiple times. Like, kunwari, a friend of a friend. They committed a crime and then they just fly to another country. They sell the house and fly to another country. It's happened to a friend's neighbor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, or yung areglo, diba? If they do something, parang they just pay the family and then nobody files charges on the person anymore.
I've never experienced it firsthand. I feel like baka magaling sila magtago.
Yeah.
That's how good they are.
That's how good
rich
they are.
Diba, different extents, I guess. Like, I guess.
I'm sure, Marky.
Diba, I told you about my friend na hindi naman the smartest cookie in the box.
Okay.
And somehow got into Harvard after...
Oh, yeah.
Are they part of the whole scandal?
No. After biglang may building na natayo sa Harvard named after the family.
Oh, wow. So that's like richy rich.
Super richy rich.
Yeah. I mean...
So like, they were able to get away with... Ay, hindi ako napasok sa Harvard kasi hindi ako ganun katalino. But you know what? Because I can buy you a building.
Oh.
Diba?
Lang.
It happens.
Parang hindi ma-process
really
ng
happened.
utak ko yung I'm gonna buy a building. Hindi wala yun sa ko vocabulary ko eh. Ano mo yun?
Yeah.
Pero that kind of money is insane because if you do that, let's say here in the Philippines, parang okay, that's impressive. But imagine you're from the Philippines, yet you can do that all the way in the US na pati Harvard kaya
That's
mo.
a different level.
Right.
And there's another friend of mine in college who would forget his homework in France.
Okay.
Kasi he'd go home via helicopter. And when he would forget his homework in France, he would ask his helicopter driver to pick him up in the school and go pick up his homework and come back to school.
Wow.
We'd have people like that, like literally, and sometimes they just paid their way into our school. But it was great for me because I got to do their homework for a little bit of cash on the side. So,
may ganun
naging
pala.
na ako, naging
Ginawa mo na lang
Homework.
business.
create, diba?
Why not?
Right.
Okay, another entry from Nero. Nero says, hashtag matapang ka lang kasi teritoryo nyo to. May truth to that, ha? Kasi alam mo yung how like when you're traveling to another country, you're extra scared of doing anything that might get you in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're not from there. And it's, oh my God, you don't want to get caught doing anything illegal, especially when you're out of the country. I mean, in the country, syempre ayaw mo rin naman to do anything illegal. But at the same time, kahit paano meron kang peace of mind na in case anything happens, you can call a lawyer, you can call
your family,
you can call someone.
Alam mo, I remember,
Mo, diba?
I remember I visited my tito and tita in another country and they lived there. Tapos ang lagi nilang parang warning sa amin is, you know what, even us, we've been living here for how many years? We don't know where the jails are. We don't know where the police station are.
Oh my God.
Yung parang nagva-vanish na lang yung mga tao. And it's like, we're not gonna do anything illegal here. Why are you telling us this? Pero yun yung lagi nilang parang spiel.
Huwag pamangkin. Ganyan talaga yun.
Alam mo yun, sa airport pa lang, uy, Rika ha, dito ha.
Kilala ka eh.
Yo, I was in Mexico a few years ago, like 4 years ago, and we were just taking, me and I guess my ex, we were taking a bus to the hotel kasi there's like a whole road of parang bars or whatever. And halfway to the hotel, I saw a Pokemon, a Heracross.
Okay.
She's only available in South America. So I got out of the car and ran across the street kahit walang pedestrian. Hala, may police na dumating. They stopped and they got out of the car and they said, what are you doing? This is the middle of the night. So, you know, it's Mexico, so scary. I was like, I'm so sorry. And I thought they were going to ask me, tell me jaywalking, they're going to bring me to jail or whatever, or I'm running because I did something wrong. Sabi ko, so I'm sorry. I just caught a Pokemon.
Alam mo, nag-spiral ka na in your head. Oh no, they're gonna take me to jail.
I was freaking out. I said I shouldn't have ran across this. And I said, I'm so sorry. And then they were just started. First they looked at me sternly. And then they just started laughing. They said, go ahead.
Kasi you can't do the crying face eh. Kasi
No,
it works for...
You can. Especially because there, diba, it's not gonna work. You're in Mexico. I don't know. I'm freaking out.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God. But at least in your case, you know, you really weren't doing anything
I
wrong.
wasn't. Well, I mean, I did jaywalk, but I mean, I would have.
It's relatively, alam mo yun, parang feeling ko naman you can get away with it. Siguro with just a reprimand or something, a warning or whatever. But ang sobrang, I'm so scared for them. Like, I don't understand how some people, like diba you watched The White Lotus also. So, you know how those two girls brought some pills and I don't know, whatever, to their vacation. Yung super, you know what? I just don't understand, okay? How do people even have the nerve to try and do that? I'm scared for them. Like, oh my God, why would you even do that? Like, why would you even in your own country, you shouldn't be doing that. But to try to bring it across, right? Yun yung mga stories sa locked up abroad eh. Yun yung laging nahuhuli. And I just don't understand how do you really want to party that much? It blows my mind when I see that.
I guess it's like the thrill. You know, if they're gonna get away with it or not.
Especially if you're much younger.
Yeah.
You feel like, oh my gosh, I can get away with anything. I'm going on a trip now, and I think that if I bring these and they think it's aspirin, it's completely fine.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're going to check your bag and you're going to get in trouble. Mm-hmm. Especially if you're in a country that. Especially a country
Siguro if I wanted that.
Death sentence.
For me, the worst was bringing a lighter. Kasi diba there are some countries that would not confiscate your lighter, but there are some countries that would. Some countries are stricter than others. When it comes to that, I don't understand it either. But I've experienced na, yun nga, I brought a lighter, tapos hindi naman siya na-confiscate even if dumaan siya sa security and everything. Pero meron din na yun, kinuha. Kasi bawal. Bawal sa flight. So I don't know. That's as far as I go.
Pero na-pat down na ba kayo in the airport? Like yung they took you to another room?
Nothing unusual.
No, never been pat down.
Thank
like
God.
That.
I mean, I've experienced that only because I was wearing a body brace.
Talaga. Alam mo,
Tatapusin mo ako, Hazel Aguilon!
napaka-sauce talaga ni Rita.
Wait lang! I've experienced that because I wore a body brace actually, like most of my childhood. So every time we would have to go to another country, yun, as in like I would be taken to another room and it would take like 30-40 minutes to pat me down and check every corner of my back brace because it could be for something. I don't know.
There might be something.
Yeah, stuck there. Pero can you imagine a 12-year-old na parang, hello, sorry naman. No, but okay, so...
Kaya pala na-miss mo yung thrill. Na-miss mo yung...
the thrill.
The
Kaya ginawa na lockdown kasi eh. No, but okay, so this the worst one, or not the worst, but the most strict pat down I got was from Japan. And they even brought in like they always do that. They bring in like a woman to pat me down. Yeah, ganun. As in yung sa Japan, parang kakaiba. Like, they don't put you in a room. It's more like a vessel. A vessel.
Oh, wow.
And then that's where they pat you down. Yeah.
I haven't been pat down, but I have been in a situation.
You've done it to someone.
I probably have too. Yeah. But I've been in a
experience naman dyan.
I've been in a situation where I was traveling with an ex, and we arrived in the States. And we arrived in the States, not from the Philippines, but from another country.
Okay.
When we arrived in the States, since I kind of look a little bit more half, they let me through with my visa and everything.
Okay.
Pero yung ex ko, parang mas...
Okay.
Mas maraming tanong.
Phil ang itsura, diba? So, mas maraming tanong. There's very racist.
Yeah, we can't
undertone
deny
to
that
this.
anymore at this point.
Dinala sa sa parang immigration area.
Yeah.
Parang iniwan siya doon. Pero then I found out na naiwan niya daw yung something or passport.
Okay.
Or green card, I don't know, sa airplane.
Oh.
So they had to go and find it dun sa
airplane?
Sa airplane.
Oh,
or
no.
To see if it was still there.
So they found it?
They found it.
Okay.
They found it. So kala ko racist. I was like, calling racist. Yun pala na naiwan lang yung passport sa airplane.
Oh my God.
So yun, that was scary though, because like I was waiting for a good hour, 2 hours sa labas.
Yeah.
And I was like, how am I supposed to get around the States now? Eh siya yung tour guide ko.
Honestly, anything that happens talaga when you're traveling, parang extra scary. Like lahat. Like kunyari nag-taxi ka, tapos you feel a little threatened by the driver na parang feeling mo kung saan ka. Lahat heightened diba? When you're not in your home country.
And then they start, let's say, talking in their own language.
Yeah.
Pag may language barrier pa, it's extra scary. You can't, communicate what you want to do.
Yeah.
Alam mo, extra scary for me, I remember was a trip to Hong Kong that I took with friends. And when we took that trip, medyo fresh pa yung, remember the hostage incident that happened here in Manila?
Yeah.
Na a lot of parang mga tourists from Hong Kong died in that incident. So anyway, it was super fresh when we went to Hong Kong. So I just felt extra scared, and they were so mean. They seemed, meaner than usual. Like, ang dami na, where are you going? Like, they were very curt the way they would address you.
Right.
Kasi nga, obviously your passport is from the Philippines. So I felt it. I felt the parang wait lang. Parang this isn't like normal. I don't usually get this kind of vibe in other countries that I've been to. So, feeling ko it was a factor na that was fresh from their memory. Like,
Pero
what happened.
did it like scar you? Did it really leave an impression na parang I don't want to come back here maybe in a few years?
No, not enough. Because I kind of understood.
Okay.
At that point, I was like, well, I'm not going to take it personal because I think they're just being this way to every Filipino that's traveling. Yeah.
Have you ever like lost your passport?
Thankfully, no.
Thank God, never.
No,
Oh my God.
no.
I hope to never.
Yeah.
Di ba nangyari sa akin?
Grabe. Parang onti na lang ilagay ko na sa singit ko yung passport so that I don't forget it. You know what I mean? And I have multiple copies, like photocopies in my bag, my main bag, my
Your
handbag,
phone,
email,
yeah.
your phone. Like, as in super praning ako when it comes to the
OMG.
passport. Anyari, Marky, what happened?
Binigay ko sa ex ko.
Oh.
Umalis. So like,
along with everything else.
yeah, my heart. Tapos dumating kami sa di ba, sa location kasi we were in Japan. And then when we arrived, lumabas ako sa taxi. Marky, hanapin mo yung hotel. So, lumabas ako, hinanap ko yung hotel. Siya naman, lumabas siya, tinulong niya yung friend niya sa likod in another taxi. Yung taxi, kala niya okay na kasi binayaran na siya. Umalis siya. Nasa loob ng car yung passport.
All of your passports?
Yes. Without
That is such a
asking or
hassle.
thinking.
Oh no.
And then yung laptop, yung mga laptop, iPad,
What
sa
the
loob.
hell?
And I was like, shoot. And it wasn't my bag. Bag ng ex ko.
Yeah.
So I was like, what were you thinking?
You know what? Next time, don't travel with a partner.
Exactly. And then that's what happened, diba? We tried to find security cameras on the streets. And they don't allow you to access security cameras unless it's a crime.
Yeah.
Which is so weird
So
because I'm like, what if it's just I just want to know what the taxi company is para matawag ko sila. And the thing about Japan is they don't open bags.
True.
They don't at all. So they're not allowed to check what's inside the bag. They'll just leave it in a lost and found. Sometimes your bag is there for 30, 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
And they'll just leave it there, waiting for you to come in and claim it.
I can attest to that kasi I left my wallet. I left my wallet in a bus in Japan. Nakauwi na ako at lahat. And somebody contacted me from, I don't know, the bus company or something, emailed me. And they said, your wallet is here. Tapos isip ko, ang social ng wallet ko, mas matagal pa sa akin sa Japan. And they really waited for me to reply, and they sent it to, I asked them to send it to someone I know from Japan who would come here in the Philippines after. So as in, tumagal pa yung wallet ko dun for a month. And I'm like, I wish, I could trade places with my wallet.
Oh yeah, pero at least, diba? At least nabalik.
Travel stories.
Speaking of exes, since we're talking about it, hashtag matapang ka lang kasi may kopya ka ng video scandal niyo.
Delete na yan.
Delete. Kasi when you think about it, it's not like it's just going to affect your ex or the person you're trying to blackmail. It's also going to affect you because you're in the video.
Exactly,
right? So,
diba? Parang yesterday I was just talking to someone about nudes, okay, like nude photos.
Okay.
And how ako personally, I just don't find it sexy when, I see nudes or nude photos sent to me. Parang for me, it's so, parang feeling ko tumitingin ako ng slideshow presentation of
parang ka nasa biology class.
Parang ganun, biology
tapos,
class,
or anatomy
science
class,
ganon. It's very just that. Like, it's a body part. And I don't find it sexy. Obviously, I would find it sexier if it's like, diba, live action. Hindi.
So, video gusto mo?
Hindi.
I mean, a picture.
Hindi. I mean, like, in front of me. Pero photo or video, I find it so, actually, sometimes funny.
Oh, wait, so you're not into like, mais?
No, that's different kasi that's like, professional lighting.
That's live action.
And that's their job. Pero kunwari, like, somebody you're dating. Somebody you're dating.
Yeah, actually, I get it because I also don't want to see scandals of people I know.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it.
I'm the opposite.
Really?
I don't like watching yung mga lighted or whatever. I like it when it's bawal.
Kasi
yung mga
for me, naisip ko, kunwari, magsisend sila ng
I
photo.
don't mind. Pero wag lang yung kilala ko personally because I don't want to see them in that state.
Pag hindi parang professional,
Parang I just wanna take a peek if it's someone na
Okay.
yung tipong that I know and I'm just interested. I don't
You
know
just
why. I just
wanna
wanna see it.
know.
And then once I see it, I'm done. I move on to the next, right? But like, I won't talk about it.
May dirty factor kasi if it's someone you know tapos may makita ka na yun nga like a scandal or something na just even seeing their private, it's like may curiosity. I understand the curiosity, yung parang may patingin para pag nakita mo yung
hindi kasi diba, hello, kung kunwari kakilala mo, edi alam mo na yung itsura ng singit nila. When you see them the next time around, you're like, I cannot look at you seriously. I cannot.
Yeah, but then you can offer them like bleaching
Oh my God.
in the future.
oh my god.
You can give them free services. You know how to surprise them on their birthday.
I cannot. Oh gosh.
I'd rather watch strangers or look at people I don't know.
Kasi
When it comes to
diba,
that.
I like when it's amateur. So it's not when it's not well lighted.
Like I said, amateur is fine as long as I don't know them personally.
Right.
It's fine as long as I don't. Yeah, as long as I don't know them. Because I also watch that stuff.
Revelation.
Kasi minsan the most, sometimes they're the ones that think outside the box.
Diba? Diba?
It's just that, let's just put it this way, it's not boring.
Their own content. They know exactly what they're capable of. They don't need the director to tell them what they need to do. They'll be their own directors. Oh.
Sometimes they're weirder.
Hazel, hindi ka ba na-inspire?
To do what?
The same thing, Know what I mean?
No, I don't know about you. Ikaw ba?
Parang hindi naman. Like I said, it's really not my thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, I'm only gonna go as far as a series or a movie. I don't know if I could do like the real deal. No, not for me.
Okay. Siguro yung mga nakikinig.
Okay, I'm just gonna tune out.
May collective boo. And the top hashtag matapang ka lang kasi comes from Call Me Rovi.
Call Me Rovi says,
Matapang ka lang kasi stan account yung gamit mo.
Oh.
And this is different from a troll account.
This is
Kasi
different.
iba pa yung, diba iba yung troll account, iba yung stan account. I don't have a stan account
You
yet.
don't
But
have?
now that I think about it, I should have one para when I see haters comment, about my favorites, then dapat naka-ready. Kasi minsan as me, patol ako. Like, I do reply pag
Yeah.
hindi ko gusto yung mga sinasabi about my favorites. Pero, yung reply mo, syempre, you also know that it's your face that's there, it's your name that's there. So, medyo kahit papano, you keep it, try to keep it decent. Tsaka medyo parang, diba, dapat
You can't
medyo,
go all out.
Yeah.
No, but then again, there's also responsible standing, I guess. Na parang even if you are using a stan account and they can't see your face, obviously, what you want to do in support of your, let's say, your idols, is to just support them instead of taking other people down, putting other
No,
people
but
down.
what if the other people are trying to take them down? Then of course you're ready to battle, right?
That's true. Also, another reason to make a stan account is that for your followers in your main account, they won't have to put up with your constant tweets about just one thing. You can go there for like different things in your main account and then go to your stan account solely for the thing that you stan.
Also, if you have a Stan account, please don't flood DJs. Kasi if you flood,
kasi that's the deal eh. That's like it's part of it.
I
obviously.
know, I understand that. But then, like, the thing is, if you do that, yeah, okay, you'll get the message across. But are the DJs gonna play the songs that you request?
No, kasi nga, that's the deal. That's like, alam mo yun, na parang, that's the hope. That's why there's diba, power in number.
Yeah, I know. Pero minsan maiinis ka lang eh. You get it? I don't know.
Siyempre, di na nila naisip yun kasi it's a stan account.
I understand that. I understand
Halata
that.
may stan account.
Meron namang setting sa Twitter that you can enter words that you don't want to see in your feed. So, for example, if you're getting flooded with, let's say,
yeah, like I mean, if you get flooded like that, and you see that name that you don't like to see anymore because you keep seeing it from all of these stan accounts, you'll just block that name or block that hashtag,
block mo na lang.
block that everything.
I think
and then you'll never see it again, and you'll never like play the songs, diba? Kasi
well, it
you're
was a
annoyed.
risk they were willing to take.
Yes.
So ako, I don't know about you, but that's what I do. I just put the title of the song or the name of the artist if I get
And
flooded.
then mute. That's why it's there. Yeah, that's why it's
True.
there.
So, yeah, there you go. The top 10 for today. If you got entries, go ahead and tweet us at RX931. Please include hashtag The Morning Rush and hashtag Matapang ka lang kasi in all your tweets.
The Morning Rush Top 10. TMR Top 10.
Monster RX 93.1. It's time for the top 10. Hello, Team Bahay.
Hello, everybody. Good morning to all the monsters on Facebook.com/RX931. Let's get to it. The top 10 hashtag for today. Hashtag Matapang ka lang kasi. You know, it is National Heroes Day today. So, we're talking about tapang. Diba?
Sila yung
Inspired
totoong
by
matapang.
our heroes. Sila yung totoong matapang. Ewan ko lang dito sa entry.
Yung pinakamatapang last Friday was Rhea Ram.
Oh my gosh, yes. By the way, thank you guys for joining us on our anniversary virtual party. And I hope you guys enjoyed. As well as the viewers on Facebook Live, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we went live on Facebook, and I know that a lot of you that's here now, you were there too. Friday night, thank you very much for joining us. That was so much fun. And we're looking forward to the next one.
Yes.
Anyway.
Si Butter Baby, if you're listening, hindi na sa'yo yung corona ng best best in kalat sa Facebook Live. Si Rhea ang nagwagi.
That's true. Oh, you had to be there. I swear. You had to be there. You missed out if you did watch it on Facebook Live. But yes, a shout out to Rhea Rouse and shout out to Chico Garcia.
Na 36 years old.
BFF.
36.
Ay, nako. Okay, so let's do this. Hashtag Matapang ka lang kasi. Starting this batch with something from Camilo. Camilo says, matapang ka lang kasi hindi mo pa nahahanap ang katapat mo. They always say that, no? Yung sana mahahanap mo rin ang katapat mo. Like, they either say that when it comes to, like, if you're a player or if you dump all your boyfriends or your girlfriends, diba lagi nila sinasabi na alam mo, makakahanap ka rin ng katapat mo. Or, yun nga, if you're the type na lagi kang naghahanap ng away and you intimidate people, you bully people, they also say that, right?
I guess it's kind of like karma, diba?
Yes, that's what it means essentially.
Oo, parang makakarma ka din in the future. Obviously, right now, you feel like you're above us, but pag may nakamit ka na who feels the same way with you, I mean, let's see how you fare, diba?
Yeah, that's why my favorite song, what goes around, goes around, goes
right?
around, comes all the way.
Ang kati ng ilong ko, what does that mean again? Yung kapag may kumikis ng photo mo or something?
Diba hindi, ibig sabihin nun, magpalit ka ng mask. Baka nagamit mo na yan.
No, this is kadire. Alam mo yung amoy laway?
It says here,
it's real.
for centuries, people have believed the superstition that each itch or scratch each itch or scratch symbolizes an omen. When it comes to an itchy nose, this particular irritation is said to symbolize trouble heading your way, or that you should expect.
Ito panira. Sinabi ko na nga na may kumikis ng photo ko eh.
Or that you should expect a visitor. O, diba?
Ay, nako.
For sure, makakuha ng madaming visitors
O,
sa
sige,
1C.
fine. Whatever. Naubusan ng ano? Naubusan ng sisig?
Ha?
Naubusan ng ice? Yun daw ibig sabihin nun.
Ganun ba yun?
Ewan ko lang Pero ang gusto mo na kumate pag ganyan, yung hand mo. Diba they say that means money? The palm of your hand.
Yes. Tapos diba papakamot mo pa siya to like another person.
Hindi. Don't, ang alam ko, wag mong kakamutin using your other hand. You have to scratch it using the same hand.
Hirap
Yeah,
Is that
that's
how
what
it
they say.
is?
That's what, I don't know, that's what I've heard.
But only
ganyan.
if it's itchy.
Parang, Marky, parang, ewan ko lang kung ano yung nangyayari dyan sa kamay mo, pero...
Dapat ata i-highlight.
Ganon.
Yeah,
I can because
Okay.
I actually have long fingers, so I can scratch my
Lahat
entire
naman
hand.
ata.
even if you have short fingers, you can do
you can.
That means you have a small palm also, di ba?
that is
Never
true.
naman naging ganito.
Grabe naman hindi abot yung palm.
Abot yung palm.
Oh, man. Okay, from the super malas guy, matapang ka lang kasi absent si boss. Kapag andyan siya, ang bait mo eh. Ito yung mga maraming maraming reklamo, maraming mga side comment.
Yup. Pero bakit you're like a totally different person when, the boss is there? Oh, I hate
Correct.
seeing that. I hate seeing that.
Lumalabas yung halo kapag nandyan si boss. Biglang, wow, what a saint. Look at you.
Pag nakatalikod, biglang lumalabas yung mga horns.
Exactly.
Aha.
Right.
Well, I mean, ano pa nga bang i-expect mo? Alam nga namang mag-evil siya in front of the boss,
True.
diba? So,
yeah.
I guess that's pretty normal.
Hindi kasi ang problem doon is like the stark difference. Alam mo yun, na parang sobrang from hate na hate, biglang you're such an angel in front of. Because I get it if you have a little bit of, if you have some complaints and you don't take it personally, but still you think that your boss is, something to be respected. Pero iba kasi yung parang total 180. Yun yung parang I see a problem when it comes to that.
Yeah, that's true. Because it's two different people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how are they supposed to know who you are as a coworker if they don't even know you as an actual person? They only know a fake version of you. So sa mga fake dyan, mga DCs dyan, mga dark clouds, watch yourself.
Food for thought.
Exactly.
From Camilo, #matapang ka lang kasi may trust fund kang fallback kapag nag-fail yung ambisyon mo. And similarly from Green and Jam, matapang ka lang kasi sasaluhin ka ng rich parents mo kapag nag-fail yung business investment mo.
Wag
Alam mo
natin
yun when you think about it, that's what you call privilege. Kaya some people have a hard time looking at people like Kylie Jenner, for example, as a quote-unquote self-made billionaire. Because when you think about it, yes, she's self-made in the sense that she created her own empire. It was she thought of the business that she has now. She came up with it and she worked hard on everything, on every angle. But when you think about it, she had a lot of advantages handed to her as
she had
well.
to step up.
Because of the
She
show.
definitely did. Because of the show, she already had an audience, diba? Meron na siyang social media presence. But also, I think more than anything, she has her family to fall back on. Like, if kahit mag-fail, kunyari hindi naging successful yung Kylie Cosmetics, it's okay. Because it's not like she's gonna go hungry kung naubos man niya lahat ng pera niya investing it into her
safety
business.
net. You have a safety net.
I mean, no judgment with that. I mean, diba, parang privilege it's a real life thing. And it's not something na parang...
To a certain extent, we all experience it one way or another. Alam mo yun? Diba?
But I don't know Parang inisip ko nga kasi, parang how come whenever I think of these people who were like, yun nga, parang ang laki ng step up nila when it comes to life. How come I can't look at them, ano man tawag mo din? Yung parang parang genuine. Gets mo?
I know how you feel.
Yeah, parang may onting pait pa din. But then again, like I have to remind myself, or you have to remind yourself that, these things, it's reality.
Although,
wala you can't eradicate it.
You know who I really believe ako sa mga tao na ganon, who have that privilege but do not use it.
Or what if they acknowledge, they know that they have that privilege.
They know they have a safety net if they ever fall, but they don't actually fall because they keep working and they keep really focusing on themselves and self-bettering themselves. Even if they have that net, they're still able to grow as an individual without the help of anyone.
True.
Yeah, I'm with you, Marky. I don't mind people using their privilege to their advantage. Like, for example, if you need to get your foot in the door, then it's fine. I don't mind it. Actually, what I admire most, like when it comes to people like Kylie, yun nga, na born into privilege and, ang dami niyang chances more than the average person. What I admire is the desire to make something happen for themselves. Kasi,
to do more.
she could have easily just relaxed and enjoyed her money, the money she made off the show. And alam mo yon, been like a Kendall, although may business na rin si Kendall ngayon. Pero alam mo yon, yung parang pwede namang hindi na siya mag-effort that much to make herself a billionaire, but she did it anyway. So kudos to her. So
she worked hard.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
She started the business. She could have allowed other people to take over the business, but she continued to promote it. She continued to really focus on her product and really create something new. So good for her, and I'm happy.
At saka diba, they grew up in a business-minded family.
Their life is a business.
Oh yeah, kahit sabihin natin, social media, but hello, they're making bank, right?
Although, naawa talaga ako kay
Caitlyn.
No, kasi I watched Untold, the stories on Netflix. And it recently came out, and I just saw that she was suffering so much because she didn't know how to handle herself, and she was living a really private life, especially during the decathlon days. Then pagdating sa time na na nag-start yung keeping up with the Kardashians, that really took a toll on her because she couldn't really be herself.
Yeah,
it did, but at the same time, it needed to happen for them also because, obviously they needed the money as well to provide for all those children. Ang dami nila. So, big family. And while I'm sure she did suffer, I think ultimately it was worth it because now look at her. She's living her truth.
And that is true. If that didn't happen, it probably wouldn't have pushed her over the, the line to say, hey, I am trans and I want to transition. Diba?
Yeah. So I believe that everything that happened led her to be where she is now. And
diba?
Yeah. So, yun lang. Anyway, from the super malas guy, matapang ka lang kasi wala kayong pasok bukas. So, alam mo yung puyat, you don't care kung matulog ka ng 5 a.m., 9 a.m. For you guys, what's the worst or yung latest na knowing na wala kang work the next day, na pinush mo talaga yung, I don't know, your usual body clock or, I don't know, maybe yumolo ka, you partied till the wee hours of the morning.
Secret. Hindi kasi sometimes, syempre ka mag-end na ng 5, 7 a.m. And then, obviously, you have to have breakfast. You have to have breakfast, right? So, tatagal siya mga 11, probably 11. So, kunwari, I woke up the day before 5:30 a.m. kasi nga because of the show. And then the next day, ang tulog ko na is the next day, kunwari 11.
Yeah.
Kasi you would have to go out and then it ends at 5.
Parang ganun din.
Breakfast,
Yeah.
chika. So, mga 11 ako. 11 a.m. the next day.
Mga ganun din. Mga
No
11.
sleep.
Yeah.
In short. Yeah.
But I've done like multiple days. But then again, I'll sleep na lang at a friend's house.
Oh my
Diba?
gosh, yeah.
But that was before.
Yeah.
Now,
Wala.
in my tito face, literally, I try to sleep after 12, but I can't. I'll pass out at 11:30.
Really?
Like, I don't know. Because I'm opening gifts sa Pokemon Go. That's the last thing I try to do. And then sometimes they'll catch me holding my phone, sleeping.
But you're sleeping.
And then my fingers still tapping the screen as I open gifts.
Grabe.
Autopilot.
Autopilot.
Yeah, actually, just this weekend, I stayed up so late. After our virtual party, I didn't sleep until maybe 6:30, 7 in the morning,
PM?
something like that.
Okay.
No, like
Morning.
8, mga 8 in the morning. Like daylight now, kasi wala naman I didn't have work Saturday, so usually pag ganun, pag alam ko na ay wala naman akong pasok to Saturday, wala pa akong pasok Sunday, like I would stay up so late, and then like I said, I would force myself to sleep all day to make up for all the lost hours.
Yeah.
Which isn't good because then you kind of lose an entire day because you're just asleep and you wake up tapos hello, late na ulit pagising mo.
I
Medyo,
envy y'all.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, this
It
weekend.
cuts.
This weekend.
No, only because kasi for me, I did that kasi nga it was a particularly stressful week, like
yeah,
from
it was.
Sunday to Friday. It was just I probably got so little sleep compared to my usual. So feeling ko ito na yung part na okay, I've been working so hard all week and I've been doing all these things. So medyo
Yeah, you got
wait
the
lang.
rest,
I think I need to do all the stuff that I want to do. So I watched a lot of stuff and then yun, I slept so much just to make up for it.
Oh my gosh, I swear to you. This weekend, instead of watching series like I normally do to rest, right? I literally read my new series from first episode to last episode, word for word. And then the next day recorded each and every single line. So, and I thought it would take real quick because usually it takes me like 2 to 3 hours tops. But because I'm the title, this is my first title series, the new one I'm doing now. Not the one that I posted before. I'm doing 2 at the moment. This is the title series. It's taken me the whole day to fully process each and every single one of these scripts. And then next thing I know, it's already 9 p.m., 10 p.m., and the weekend just flew by. As things work. It's it's a good problem, but it's still like I wish I was able to get some sleep. You get me?
Yeah. We always feel that way eh. Yun nga, tapos maghahabol ka din eh after.
Yeah,
Alam mo yun,
exactly.
either maghahabol ka ng sleep na na-miss mo or maghahabol ka ng work na na-miss mo naman from sleeping too much. So, yeah, you really have to find the right balance so you don't have to feel
because like,
overexerted.
Sabi nga nila, di ba, mas maganda ng walang tulog kaysa walang gising. So, doon na tayo sa walang tulog.
Pero the thing is, kung walang tulog, the problem with that is you won't be as productive as you think you would have been if you were able to get the right amount of sleep, diba?
Yeah.
So it's always important to get good sleep.
True. And from this Emo Fat says, matapang ka lang kasi hindi naman ikaw ang kasali at sasalang sa stage. This is for those na, I guess yung mga may stage fright na, alam mo yon, they really dread being in front of, or like performing in front of people. But then, I don't know. If I had stage fright or if I felt that way na, hindi, siguro kasi may mga napilit lang. Ito yung mga napilit lang na parang walang choice, diba?
Yeah.
Kailangan nilang gawin. Not because they enjoy doing it or they love doing it, but because they have to do it. Like, for example, maybe it's a requirement sa class to perform or to do something like that. then I guess, yeah, that's why mapapasabi ka ng ganyan.
Pero di ba meron talagang ibang tao na their stage fright is on a different level? Like, they hurl.
Debilitating.
Himatay. Yeah. And I get it.
Yeah, I do. I understand where they're coming from. Actually, Jamie, I was asking Marky tips naman for stage fright. You know, I still get really scared before going on stage. I still do the sign of the cross even I'm not religious. And I pray. But then when I get on stage, I've created an alter ego. Parang si Beyonce has a Sasha Fierce. I don't know what my alter ego's name is. I think it's Diego. I don't know. Basta, when he enters the stage, he becomes like, you know, someone completely different from my persona. He's able to handle any situation. When I talk to the audience, it's like nothing phases me. Like any small mistake that happens, I can fix. But if it was Marky handling that situation, it wouldn't have been the same thing. I would have probably been an anxious mess.
So yun yung tip mo is to have like an alter ego.
Find an alter ego that can deal with that.
Usually, diba, I mean, like drag queens say that.
Yeah. Or performers in general.
In general,
diba Sasha Fierce. Kunwari.
Well, especially if you're shy by nature. Yung talagang yun, medyo you're a little shy, you're a little timid, diba? Kasi meron din namang performers na they love it. Like they don't need an alter ego because they love having the spotlight on them as themselves. Diba? Yeah, may mga ganun eh. So it depends, I guess, on where you fall under. Whether you're the one na super shy type ka talaga in real life pero you want to perform on stage, then yun nga, like Marky said, you have to find a way, like find an alter ego that works for you.
Or you have, for example, crippling anxiety, which is a disorder. If you have that, there are certain ways you can handle it, like the situation. Since I have anxiety, that's what I do. I found an alter ego. But other people have different ways of handling things, like breathing exercises. But there are a lot of different ways. Writing things down sometimes before going on stage, how you feel, so you let it out, or talking to a friend before you go on stage, or praying to whatever higher power you believe in. So I guess everyone has their own ways to deal with their anxieties. But once you find it and you are able to deal with it, then going on stage will be second nature.
And the top hashtag matapang ka lang kasi comes from Jenna.
Jenna says,
matapang ka lang kasi wala namang mawawala sa'yo. Kasi wala ka namang value to begin with.
Whoa!
Wow! Pero
Shots
alam mo that's actually the scariest to face. Yung kunyari yung kaaway mo, nothing to lose. Because you know that they're capable of... Yeah, and you don't know what they are capable of at that point. Parang saan sila hihinto when they have nothing to lose, really. It's scary. It's scary when you think about it. I wouldn't want to face anyone like that. So there you go. The top 10 hashtag matapang ka lang kasi.
The Morning Rush Top 10. TMR Top 10.
Monster RX 93.1. It's time for the final batch of the top 10. A super quick one. We are 7 minutes away from 10 a.m. So let's do a quick fire batch. Let's go.
With hashtag matapang ka lang kasi says, matapang ka lang kasi may bago kang credit card. But remember, you're gonna have to pay everything you charge on that credit card. Anna V says, matapang ka lang kasi malalaki mga kuya mo eh. Yeah, the protection of your older siblings. Yeah. I'm sure if you're the youngest in the family, especially, you experienced that.
I experienced that a lot in high school. I had 2 older sisters and I didn't mind that I was called kapatid ni blank. Because, you know, I had a peaceful high school experience. No bullies.
Because of your protectors.
Yeah.
Ako, I had no protectors in school because my siblings were a lot older than me. Way too old to attend the same school. But I felt it in the neighborhood. Kasi like, my brother is this really tall guy. My brother is 6'3", so he's really towering over the entire neighborhood. So, alam mo yun, medyo talagang I felt very protected. From 70,
I was the oldest.
yes.
I was the oldest.
Ikaw
in my
yung
school.
protector.
I wasn't the protector either.
Okay.
Sobrang payat ako sa time na yun. So I was the one who was, kind of bullied in that aspect. But like now that my brother is much bigger than me, he is my protector. Even though he's 11 years younger.
I can imagine.
Yes.
Papaprotect na rin kami kay Kai.
Oh, yeah.
Petition for Kai to protect all of us. From 70, matapang ka lang kasi mamaya pa babalik ng bahay nila yung parents ng jowa mo. So, you can do whatever. Pwede kang mag-raid ng pantry nila, di ba? Kainin mo yung snacks.
Maganda
ka
ka mag-read.
Wala naman yung parents eh.
Magbasa ka.
Kaya lang paano kung meron palang CCTV tapos mapapanood nung parents na pag-uwi. Yikes. From Victoriano, matapang ka lang kasi black belter ka sa taekwondo, judo at muay thai. Pero alam mo, I just have to say, even if you know self-defense and you know how to protect yourself, don't also be too matapang kasi ang dami ko nang nabasa in the past na yung nanlaban, may hold upper, tapos may baril or may knife or whatever because meron silang training and they feel like they can protect themselves.
Yeah.
They fight, tapos it doesn't end well because, then sometimes they get shot.
It's very risky, especially if you don't, alam mo parang if you're not sure about the actual move.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Kaya when it comes to mga gamit, bigay mo na. That's what my parents always tell me. That's what I always hear na parang if anyone tries to take your phone or whatever personal belonging, like bigay mo na lang kaysa mapahamak ka pa because that's what's more important.
True. I remember before I had Muay Thai training and part of the training was self-defense, and most of the time they would teach us not an actual move to like hurt the person but more like to stun the person so that you can run away, so that you don't have to fight. And,
that's if they don't have a gun.
That's true.
If they
like,
don't have a weapon.
I remember they told us like, let's say you're in a jeep and then kunwari magkatabi kayo tapos tutukan ka ng blade, like what you can do is to step on their toes and run. Ganon. Yung mga ganon, yung something that can stun them but actually not, you don't have to use your hands or you don't have to stay and fight. Alam mo, I had a pepper spray in college.
Yeah.
And una-una matagal, and I think it's just like yung last resort. Parang ganon. Yeah.
Actually, I wouldn't do the stun tactic either. Yung sinabi mo na, kunyari nasa jeep, tapos may tinutok sa'yo.
Hindi din siya like encouraged. You know what I mean? It's just ganun yung parang iniisip nila. Even for them, even for people who know Muay Thai and actual moves, they actually don't encourage you to literally fight. Gets mo?
Yeah.
Parang
definitely.
ganun. Yeah.
Like I said, anytime you're what do you call this? The person who's trying to assault you has any sort of weapon. Maybe don't even try to do anything.
At saka you don't also know the strength eh. Like hindi mo alam yung strength of the other person.
Their mental state, their strength. Ang daming factors. From Winnie the Pooh. Matapang ka lang kasi may application ka na sa kabilang company at for final interview ka na. But alam mo, if final interview, that's still not 100% sure. Remember, they can still not hire you and you can still be jobless after. Diba? So, that's not 100% sure pa din. From Renz Rufil, matapang ka lang kasi nag-issue ka ng TRO laban sa akin. So, Brika, mga ilang TRO na ba yung na-issue again?
Wala pa naman, thankfully. Not that I know of. Wait, pero tawang-tawa ko din sa entry ni Krister. Sabi, kapag isa lang yung hold-upper, ibigay mo na lang agad. Kapag dalawa sila or more, i-raffle mo sa kanila.
Oh my God.
Please.
Sabi mo, unahan ang mag-mine. Go.
Ready? Can you imagine?
Imagine if that happens in real life, no? Dalawa yung hold-upper sa isang ano.
No, usually, di ba ganun? Parang ano sila? Tandem. Somebody would grab and then they would give it to
No,
another
pero
person.
I mean, imagine if there were two sets on the same jeep.
Grabe! Ganun na ba ka-saturated yung Manila?
Well, it's reached that point. I mean, hello.
Oh my God.
Everyone is trying. It's really funny kasi
Napakamalas mo naman kung doon ka sumakay. No?
Oo nga eh.
it's really funny. I messaged a friend. I was like, can you help me out with something? Tapos sabi niya, nakakabat? Nakakabat, Cheng? I was like, bakit? Ako to.
Yeah.
So I had to call. And he's like, kasi madami nagme-message na scammers na kumukuha ng details online. They'll hack your account and then use your account to send messages to people in your contact list to ask them for money.
Oh.
So
Yeah, that happens pretty often. I see a lot of people post on Facebook yung mga, if anyone messages you from my account, blah, 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 di ba? Maraming ganyang warning.
Yeah.
From Dear Kita, matapang ka lang kasi na magrebelde at hindi sundin ng mga inuutos ni na mama at papa dahil ikaw ang buwisit na favorite anak nila. But I'm not sure how long that's going to last kung laging sumusuway.
Yeah.
Diba? Kung laging nagre-rebelde. How long na favorite ka pa din?
Up to what age?
Sa laro. Oo. Di ba may inis na rin sila sa'yo eventually dahil di ka sumusunod. From Camilo, hindi pala, sorry. From Violet, alam mong walang nakukulong sa utang. Tapang ka lang.
Yeah.
But I hear that all the time. But I wonder how true that is. But I hear that all the time. Yung wala namang nakukulong sa utang eh.
Wait, what's the difference ba with estafa? Iba ba yun? Iba yun, diba?
That's basically it, diba? Yung parang hindi mo na nga binayaran. Pero I wonder if it gets settled or you're just asked to pay pero hindi ka naman ikukulong kasi.
Sa bagay kasi if you get the money already, bakit mo pa
Yeah.
sila kakasuhan?
Or pwede mong kasuhan in order for you to get the money. But then, I don't think they will go to jail for it. I don't know. Lawyer friends, help us out. Tell us, is it true when people say wala namang nakukulong sa utang? Enlighten us. From Schlumperglump. I don't know how to say it.
Ano yun?
Schlumperglump. Hashtag matapang ka lang kasi may suot kang anting-anting na nabili mo sa Lazada. Meron na bang nabibili nun? I don't know.
Search ko. Sige, I'll tell you.
And the top, hashtag matapang ka lang kasi comes from Camilo.
Camila says,
Matapang ka lang kasi, alam mong marupok ako once makita ko na yung katawan mo.
Ay.
So, pag irresistible, alam mo na yan, wala, you're defenseless against them.
ako ano talaga, ako ang weakness ko talaga, obviously, like, yung, the obvious ones are arms, diba? Pero kapag maganda yung bone structure
ng face.
on your, like, ng face, like, it's just so stunning. Like, I cannot help but tell them na, your face is so beautiful. I mean, like, I know it's a little creepy, but I'm like, I'm just, appreciating God's work. Am I right?
We're used to it, yes. Yeah.
So what about us?
Matapang ka lang kasi, ano ba? I guess it doesn't have to be like a negative thing, but, matapang ka lang kasi it happened to you already. So,
pinatapang ka na ng experience.
yes,
ganun.
exactly. So, diba, parang you're willing to take more risks in the future because you already know how it goes. I think, diba, usually that's how business people do it. Yung parang talagang may mga business ka na malulugi, you're gonna be down in the dumps, but it teaches you a lot of things when it comes to handling your money.
And just never give up. Just
Yeah.
keep going back and doing it over and over and over again until you get it right because you know it's the right way to go. I mean, just learn from your lessons in the past, diba?
Yeah.
How about you guys?
Matapang ka lang kasi alam mo na marami kang pwedeng takbuhan whatever happens to you. Whether that be your family, your relatives, your friends, your coworkers, I don't know. Knowing that you have people that you can depend on, I guess, makes you more matapang in life.
Yeah, similar to me, Hazel. I used to run around my village a lot when I was younger, and I used to get scared when it reached late because I live in the village I live in is very dark. There's not much lighting. But for some reason, when I did a run in the evening with my brother last week, I felt much safer. Kahit may nag-stop na na UV or something sa harap ko, and like literally stopped and waited for me to pass by. I was like, it's okay. I'm with Kai. He's gonna punch them out if they try to attack me or they try to kidnap us or whatever. So yun, when you know someone or you have someone that is there to protect you at all costs, then you become a little bit more brave. Right?
But you know what? Let's be a little brave today. Just a little, okay? Whatever it is in your life.
And do what?
What?
And do what? Be brave to do what?
To do
Pag
whatever.
sinasabi niyo kayong mga, let's be a little brave today. Kinakabahan ako eh.
Exactly. Baka
I know, there are a lot of
Nagbalak ba
things.
na dugo today?
ilang Clorox ba yan? Ilang Clorox na bote?
Oo. Pag hindi kayong nagtapang, magtago na tayo. Parang
Let's all be a little brave today. We all need it. You know what? It's the start of the week, so we all need it, really. But thank you guys for joining us on today's show. We know that it's a holiday and it's your time to rest. But thank you for joining us, and we'll be back tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.
Hi, guys. Hi, Khaled.